So, hello, it's me again. um, I thought I would ask for some feedback because I finished my other book, which I love. I love, 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 which, as you guys know, because I shared it with you so much. But um, I don't know what to read next. And I didn't know if any of you had read any of these books and could make a recommendation. So, I wanted to ask you really quickly. There is A Course in Miracles, there is the Book of Awakening, and then there is The Power of Now. So I'm getting ready to go on my biannual pilgrimage. Every year for my birthday and for New Year's, I take off to the hot springs. I go into so at the hot springs that I go to, it's clothing optional, which is really really cool because it helps you. I swear to God, it helps you get that much more in touch with yourself. But I go up to the hot springs and there's no cell phones, there's no internet. You're just up there by yourself, and I read and I meditate and I do yoga, and I really reconnect. And I set some year end goals for myself and how I want to finish my year. And then, of course, during New Year's, I set New Year's goals. And so it's just been one of these things I've been doing now for a few years, and I love it. And I always take really powerful books up there with me. So if any of you guys know these books and can make a recommendation of which I should take up there, like what should I start next, I would appreciate that, because I don't know. Like I'm so indecisive. The last book was so good. I don't know how anything's gonna follow up. Like, yeah, I just don't know. I've heard a lot of great things about this book, but it's so you see this like the Bible. It's thick, and I don't know if I'm mentally prepared for that. But what I also wanted to share was that there's been a slight change in my content. And I don't know if anyone's noticed my name change on my Instagram and my Facebook. But there's been a change. And it's not a change within me necessarily. I'm been who I've been, but it's a change in what I share. And it's honestly because I've felt like I've been potentially doing you a disservice by not being more forthcoming and candid and open and honest about where my real transformation has taken place. Again, as a fit chick, people want to hear about the ass and the abs, right? Like that's what they want to know. How do you get flat abs and a big ass? And I get that. Believe me, I was there and I understand the desire for those things, but I really feel like I'm doing you a disservice if I don't share with you what fitness really is about and what health is really about. And so, I've wanted to share more. And so I've been sharing with you guys what I read, like how I really spend my personal time. And personal development is a huge part to me of fitness. And so, I come on here and I read passages and I share thoughts and things about, what has helped me. I mean, so since when I got divorced, like 2, 3 years ago, personal development has been a huge part of my life, but that is also when my fitness took off. That is also when my health went to the next level. I could literally go through a timeline. I can show you my timeline of photos of my fitness before personal development and then my fitness after personal development. And you can see the literal changes in my body as a result of personal development in my fitness world. And it has made as big a difference as the reps and the sets and the macros, that I talk to you guys about, how I show you the workouts and the yoga. What I feed my mind with has been as big has been as big as a component of my transformation as anything else. And I feel like I've been doing you a disservice by not talking about that. Sorry, I got a text. And so I just decided, hell, what the hell? I know this is not what Instagram is about. People are coming out here and doing way more interesting things probably. But if you like me, if you like my brand, if you like what I'm about, this is what I'm about. So, I decided just to share that with you. I really have personally, for some reason, gotten really sick of all the ass that's everywhere. We only seem to be concerned with ass. Like that is it. Like every fit chick has these ass shots out there, especially on Wednesdays for hump day. And it's blowing my mind. Like I can't believe, like, is this really what fitness and health has kind of become? And I don't want to be the anti that, because I get that. I've been that. And I understand where you can go from there. But if someone is not out there giving you the counter conversation, the counter narrative, then again, we're doing you a disservice. So I'm going to stop preaching. I have my 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 life coaching call coming up here pretty shortly, because again, feeding your mind and building your internal self is just as important as your external self. And again, for me, it has made the difference in who you physically see started 100% in here and in here. And I'm bound and determined to make sure people understand that. Bound and determined. So I'm going to go, but I hope, again, I'm just going to show you really quickly, because I really could, before I go on my vacation, could use some advice. So again, we've got A Course in Miracles, which I've heard just really great things about, but I'm kind of intimidated, honestly. Look at me, look at that. It's big. The Power of Now. You see that? And then the Book of Awakening. So if anyone has any recommendations, please let me know, because I'm leaving for my birthday vacation this weekend, and I'd like to have some really good reading material with me while I'm there. And if there's any books you can recommend, I'll definitely take those recommendations. And if you have any thoughts, feelings, emotions, just any feedback whatsoever on what you're seeing in the fitness world right now, I'd like to hear about that too, because I know where my mind is at, and I know where, my other fit chick friends' minds are at, and where we want to take fitness and what we want to talk to women about. But then there's everybody else. And it feels like we've got this uphill battle to get people to want to feed their minds and their hearts and their emotional health and their spiritual health as much as they do wanting to grow a really fat ass. Right? So I just would love to hear what you guys think about this. I'm going to do an actual video and a talk about this pretty soon, but in the meantime, if there's any feedback, it'd be greatly appreciated. So I appreciate you guys letting me rant a little bit about this, but I'm really excited. So I'm not leaving on my vacation until tomorrow. So if you guys have any feedback, I'd love that before tomorrow. Yeah, I just appreciate you guys listening to me and the positive feedback that I've received so far about what I've shared and why I have shared it. It's amazing that it matters to some of you guys out there, right? I love it. I love it. But anyways, I gotta go. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a good evening.